Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TMM podcast with myself, the Mighty Miner, and Bladed1266. Jeez, I've got to actually change the audio device. There we go. Right, speak now, if ever hold your peace.
Hello.
Actually, speak again. I wasn't looking at the volume slider thingy.
Hello.
That's good. Right. I'll toin up Skype a bit because the game is not exactly that good. Oh, it's on 100%. Isn't that grand? I'm like, it sounds really quiet, and then it's 100%. Wait a minute, I'll have a look. 2 seconds. Right, speak again.
Hello.
I don't know whether I have to unmute this.
Oh, no.
You are really quiet. I don't know how to turn this up anymore.
Oh, no, I've found something fucked up.
What?
That
might be
do you
right.
know a Game Boy?
Yeah?
They fucked this one up badly.
Uh-oh. Atari Portable, what's this?
It looks like a Game Boy. It really looks like
It's a portable Atari, I don't know, Atari 2600.
It looks like the fucked Game Boy up.
It looks weird. I'll put it on the stream. That looks, yeah. I'll just it's essentially, yeah. I don't even know what that is.
They've even got other versions of it, which is weird.
It looks, for what it is. If it works, it's fine.
They've got a rectangle version of it.
Yeah, I know. Is that the one that's down a bit? Yeah, that's. It looks alright. Wasn't. I don't.
They're playing Super Mario Brothers on this one.
Alright, I need to try and sort your audio out, because... Oh man, I don't know, because the sound looks alright on the stream, but... Ah, wait a minute. There we go, try speaking again.
Oh.
Right, okay, sound's fixed. Good lord, that took a while. It's probably because I readjusted the Skype settings, so it was like, oh, I'm going to turn all your audio sources down again, and I'm like, no, Skype, don't do that. Alright, anyway... For my first trick, for my first story of the day, you may have noticed that the podcast has a bit of a different background. That is because I changed my computer back to Windows 7 Monday, I think it was, and I lost the background loop. And unfortunately, the website called Free Loops TV, Free Loops, remember that, has made my loop what's called a pro loop, which means you have to pay for it. Which last time I checked means it ain't free. So yeah, I'm having to completely redesign everything because a website that promises free video loops is now making me pay for it. Isn't that just grand?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, aye. Alright, let us begin officially then. What do you want to talk about?
I'm gonna go with technology again. We're very famous for that, you know.
Indeed.
Alright, do you want to try the Oculus Rift headset?
Oh, yes, of course, of course I do. It definitely seems that it's very much harnessing modern technology because it's not like the old sort of virtual reality where even though you would have sort of a head-mounted display, you wouldn't have much in the way of immersion due to the fact that you still had to use the controller for moving. Whereas with this, it's got head tracking, so you can actually sort of look around with like a one-to-one sort of experience. So as you're looking around, the scene actually changes on the screen. So it looks really good, and if it's cheap enough around Christmas time, I would hope to get one.
You skipped over my second question.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh well.
I said, and can you explain what it is?
Oh, alright.
What the fuck? Oh god.
We'll just gloss over that one. I've already talked about it. Yeah. So I mean that's sort of part of the reason why I want to try it as well.
And what about the Tokyo Flash products?
Tokyo Flash. Yes. If these people don't know what Tokyo Flash is, it's basically very, very, very pricey watches, but very cool. I will get the website up. There we go. So basically you get these very sort of weird watches. So we've got things like a maze watch, which is sort of, well, it's a maze watch.
You can't really say anything other than that.
I don't really know what to say about it. It's, it basically hides the time in a maze, which is pretty cool. The only problem I have with these is the price, obviously. So we've got a very Tron-esque design here, which is £88.82 for a watch. I mean, I'm not a big fan of watches usually, but I quite like these. If they were a bit cheaper, I might have looked into getting one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, but they are rather expensive, to say the least.
That's true.
Right.
So the next topic?
Yeah. Yes. If you hadn't already heard, I found this out just a little while ago. Yeah, I think Apple are pretty much famous for suing the pants off anybody for the smallest reasons. And now they are trying to trademark the term startup. Yes, they are trying to trademark a word. I will get the article up for 2 seconds. I need to just shrink that. There we go. They're trying to... As you can see, my source is Kid Guru. Apple is well known for trying to trademark generic terms in an effort to push out competitors or at least draw licensing money from companies and individuals wanting to use that phrasing. It did this before when it attempted to trademark the phrase App Store, and now it's doing it again with the term startup. Of course, Apple's only involvement with startups for the past few years has revolved around ones it bought up to harness their technology or prevent competitors doing the same. Despite that though, Apple's startup application, spotted by TMWatch, if granted, would give free rein to hold a monopoly on the phrase in retail stores, maintenance and repair of computer hardware, educational services including classes and workshops, and for any company involved in the design and development of computer hardware and software. Now, this is bullshit. This is Apple trying to trademark a word in order to get more money. I think they have enough money to start off with. They are rich as fuck, man. It's unbelievable how they are trying to get more money by trademarking a word. Which basically means if you want to use that word in any way, shape or form, you have to pay Apple for the rights to. What? What? Good lord.
I don't care what they say, I'm going to say it.
Fine.
I don't care.
I think it's more like using it in official terms like business and stuff like that.
Oh, that's going to fuck up everyone, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well, as I said, it's going to fuck up people like retail stores, maintenance, repair of computer hardware, educational services, including classes and workshops for any company involved in the design and development of computer hardware and software. So basically, it's going to have a pretty big impact. And I, for one, am not looking forward to it. Dear me. So anyway, it was a couple of weeks ago, I actually got a key for the Might Quest for Epic Loot, which is going to be a free-to-play game once it's released, but it's currently in closed beta. It's very interesting. I have definitely put a lot of my time into playing it. And it is a really, really enjoyable game. I will show you it now if I can get it started up. Damn it, I was going to have this started up before I start the stream, but I seem to have forgotten. It's just what I do. Come on. Checking launcher version. You've checked the launcher version. Right, password. There we go. I'll wait forever for this to start up. Because it doesn't like me! Oh man, stop. You've already got my PC configuration. Stop trying to get it again. I bet it's not going to start. No, my luck, it will not start.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not working yet. Hopefully it will soon enough. There we... Oh, that is loud! I've got the bass set up so high that it actually makes my ears bleed as the Ubisoft intro plays. Good little... I'm gonna have to turn the sound down once I get into the game.
Connor, have you heard of the workstation with Emperor 200?
Never heard of it.
It's basically like a giant seat with a computer built over it so you can fold it up or whatever. It's actually quite nice. It looks nice.
It sounds interesting. Alright, anyway, so this is the Might Quest for Epic Loot. This is my sort of throne room. I got my character sitting there. I've still got the cheap sort of leather armor. Oh, have I upgraded? Yes, I upgraded my Life Force storage, I just realized. So you got two sections up at the top here. You got attack and defend. I will show you first. There we go. Oh, and I've got notifications. So basically, these little things... Oh, there we go, you can see my monsters and everything. These little things here, these are your mines. So this is a gold mine, and if I can find one... There we go. That's a life force mine. These basically give you sort of life force to spend when you are on game. Now, there are three different in-game currencies. You have your gold, which is... golden life force, so your gold is used usually to buy rooms and such, and items for your character, sometimes building upgrades. And then you have Life Force, which is basically what you use to buy the monsters and to upgrade something such as, I think the castle, does the castle? I know the castle heart takes gold. Some of them take Life Force. I'm not sure which ones though. Things like the, yes, things like the Summoning Portal. I will upgrade that now actually. Things like the Summoning Portal, they they take Life Force. And obviously, it takes time to build these things. So I'm currently upgrading my Summoning Portal to rank 6, and it will take 2 hours to complete. You can rush the construction of it by using the other in-game currency, which is Blings, which is their premium currency. Now, they had to absolutely nerf these because, well, it was fine at the start, but then once they released one of the updates, they kind of made the game pay to win, which is not what I look for in a free-to-play game. So then they nerfed that, so you couldn't actually. It didn't have the pay-to-win element because you could use it to buy things like your creatures. You could use it to rush. Well, you could still use it to rush your buildings, but it's much better now that they've actually nerfed the blings, so you don't have to buy premium currency in order to have any sort of fighting chance. And then there is the attack level. This is basically where you can access other people's castles. So these are the CPU players, are the ones in green, and the actual human players are the ones in blue. So I will probably raid a castle. For the sake of this, I'll just raid one I've already done before. So I will go for Into the Archer. Pardon me, it's a pretty simple combat system. Use the mouse to navigate. I'll drop the drawbridge down and tell me it's me versus Enter the Archer. So basically, you can't enemy to fire at them. They will sometimes drop gold and Life Force. Oh, bugger, I forgot. Actually, did I change it over? Yes, I did. I forgot. Because I did have the spread shot on before and that wasn't working greatly well for me. There we go. Now I can take care of multiple enemies, which is brilliant. What's it saying? Right, anyway, I forgot.
We were talking about multiple enemies.
Oh yeah, basically, sometimes you get, I'll show you the items later, I'll talk about that in a sec, just once I finish storming this castle. So basically, you have, in the upper right, you have a timer. Basically, that timer is how long you've got to get to the treasure room, and if you don't get to the timer, you will, treasure room will lock down and you won't be able to take the gold from there. However, you do still get some sort of loot, because you have got the loot that the mobs drop. Not the mobs, the enemies, creatures. Let's just call them creatures, for the sake of this. So basically, you just go into the castle, storm it.
I'm not giving them a real name.
Nah. So make sure you pick up all the gold because every penny counts in this game. Right, I've got smelly archers here. The art style of this game is very nice. I like how the walls sort of disintegrate as you walk near them, so then it'll enable you to see past it. Right, so there we go. That castle is done. So you can see back here, there's a door. That is the door to the treasure room. It does glow very good. I tell you, here I am. This is the treasure room, and I made quite good time there. I think that's the best time I've actually had on this castle. There we go. Pick that up, and then you ascend out of the stairs at the top. Cool. And then you can raid the castle to get an extra 50 gold. Very good, very good. Right, there is also... You don't really get any sort of degree of character customization itself, so you can't customize sort of like the face and the rest of the body and stuff. But you can customize his armor, which you have in here. I currently have my Verminhide hat, Verminhide shoulder pads, well, Verminhide everything, and then I use the repeater as my my bow because one, it does the most damage per second, and then it does fire very, very quickly, which is handy. You do get a very, very, very limited inventory, which I'm not happy with. You get 21 slots primarily, then you can buy extra 21 slots for 300 blings, which is quite a lot. Actually, I haven't actually looked at the sort of like pricing for the blings at the moment, so that might not be all that much. But in terms of what I have at the moment, I have 7. I started with 50, and I used it to rush buildings, so I have nothing left. Right, I was also going to show you the powers, wasn't I? So basically, you have 3 categories. You've got marksmanship, hawk companion, and control. You have on the marksmanship, you have piercing shot, headshot, split shot, volley, and spiral shot. These will all be different for different characters, and then you have different sort of tiers of these attacks. So you have 5 tiers, and you sort of progress them all. So you unlock each, like tier 1 of all of them first, then tier 2 of all of them. and it's pretty much the same for the rest of the things. So, David, do you have any questions with regards to it? Do you want to know anything else?
No, not really.
Alright, well, that is the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. That will, I don't think they've actually got a release date for it yet, but you can actually buy the original, wait a second, there we go. You can actually buy the original Opulensian packs to get into the beta instantly, or you can sign up and wait for a beta key like I did. Jesus Christ, that was a long section. Okay, that was the demonstration for the stream. That was good. Right, next topic. Have you got
By
any
the
more?
way, Connor,
Yes?
this was the thing I was mentioning before, which I thought you might like.
What is it? Project
You'll like it.
News, latest new high-tech gadgets. Oh, that. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I'll put it on the stream. There we go.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking. I thought that looked nice.
That looks badass. That looks brilliant, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Chair doesn't look greatly comfortable, but
That's what I've been
looks,
saying.
that looks pretty damn cool. Let's see, does it have any sort of price ranges? Nah, not yet.
I said I can't wait till this thing comes out. I wanted to get it, but the thing is, there's lack of space.
I so want it. I would have to get like a room dedicated to that. That is pretty damn cool.
A room dedicated to this.
Big sort of computer chair room. That looks pretty cool. I want that. Alright, what next then?
I got some more topics.
Well,
Alright, we're going to be going into games and game consoles.
alright.
Alright, which console is the best, do you think? In your opinion, and why?
I don't really have sort of a best console because, I mean, there are very much a few that cater to different people for very different reasons. And that's why obviously some people go with Xbox, some people go with PlayStation, some people go with older consoles, some people go with newer consoles. Because each and every console has its benefits, but then it also has its flaws, which people kind of hate on it for.
No, I was meaning like which one was like the best out of all the ones you've got so far.
Right.
Which you think?
I'm not entirely sure. I can't say PC because even though it is the best that I've had so far, it's not technically speaking a console. I am not entirely sure.
I'm gonna say Xbox.
I mean, I like my Xbox, but I don't think it's my favorite.
That's the only one I've got that's technically console besides PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And the Wii.
Oh god, I've got at the moment in my possession I have Xbox, PS2, and a Wii, and then my handheld consoles I have the first generation PSP and a DSi somewhere.
I got a DS, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, out of those, I'd probably say either the Xbox or the PS2 is my favorite. Don't like the Wii because it's standard definition, especially on my HD TV. It looks like somebody took a shit on my screen.
We'll just say that we know why no one likes it.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. You're not gonna go into detail.
It's pretty bad. But I mean, it's relatively old.
My next question was actually gonna be, what is the oldest game console you have used?
I've used probably the Mega Drive or the Genesis for our American viewers. I really enjoyed that console. That was my childhood right there. Sonic on the Mega Drive.
Could you explain what it is? If some people don't know.
I don't really think it's basically an old games console. I mean, pretty much everybody who's interested in the gaming scene knows what the Genesis or the Mega Drive is.
Fair enough. And out of the games you have currently on your computer, what would you say are your top 5?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say Worms, TF2, Saints Row 3. I hope to get Saints Row 4 soon. Portal 2. That's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 4.
That's 4 from the bottom half. I'd probably say Garry's Mod as well.
Okay, we got that then. And what would be the best software for gaming?
Well, that really depends. Because, I mean, you can get games sort of outside of sort of providers, things like Steam, Origin, and Uplay. But I would say for digital distribution client, Steam is by far the best.
Okay, and out of all the consoles that you have got, seen over, well, over the years,
Mhm.
which one would you say is that has the best controller?
Xbox 360 so far. I haven't had a chance to. Well, obviously, I haven't had a chance to try the Xbox One controller yet, but the 360 by far has the best controller at the moment.
What about looks?
Looks, I don't really care for a controller looks. I prefer function over style, with many things.
Okay, okay. We're going to go on Assassin's Creed for gaming this time. What is your favorite Assassin's Creed game?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, without any sort of question. Because SC1 too repetitive. Because I mean, it was literally go out, do an investigation, or I think it was about 3 investigations as you got on the game. Kill a guy, leave, repeat, rinse and repeat as needed until you finish the game. And even the end was pretty crap. I mean, I played AC1 first, obviously. So I mean, if the story of Assassin's Creed wasn't pretty damn good, I probably wouldn't have bought AC2. And I would have probably been missing out on a pretty good series. The Ezio era of Assassin's Creed was by far the best because I'll tell you, no, just didn't like it. It was a good game for its time, but I think it's definitely much more out of date today. And then the Connor era is not the best either. I didn't like AC3. It was too slow for me. It was just I really didn't like AC3. So AC Brotherhood was the best in my opinion.
And who would you say is your favorite character on there?
Ezio.
Ezio,
By
okay.
far.
Okay, since I've got no more Assassin's Creed questions, I'm gonna go on to Sonic. Why not?
Alright, cool.
Why do you love Sonic so much?
Well, I mean, it's been an integral part of my life since childhood, really. I mean, I used to play the first Sonic the Hedgehog game on Mega Drive all the time. It was basically what I did with my life. I've been gaming since quite a young age.
And I'm gonna go between Sonic and Mario just for a second. If it was like Mario instead of Sonic as growing up with, do you think your point would change?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if I grew up with Mario, then probably I would have gone with Mario in this situation. But since I grew up with Sonic, it's very much been an integral part of my life. Then yeah, it's it's very much sort of a big thing for me.
And what do you think of Mario?
Mario, it's not a bad game in itself. I just wish Nintendo would actually see the facts that they should really start. Well, I'm a bit conflicted on this point. I'm thinking that Nintendo would probably get more revenue if they released their games on other consoles, instead of making it exclusive for their own. But then at the same time, if they made these games available to other consoles, they wouldn't actually be shifting units of things like the Wii. I think they would still shift the DS, because that's a pretty good one, but they wouldn't shift any of the Wii or the Wii U, due to the fact that the games that make people buy those consoles are already on other consoles.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and my last topic of the thing is Portal.
Yes.
I'm going back to this again.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have a Portal device, would you use it, and what would you use it for? Exactly.
Well, I haven't actually seen any sort of way. Well, I don't get how a portal gun would actually be useful in day-to-day life. Definitely wouldn't be. I would like one, yeah, but I don't see how it would be useful in day-to-day life.
Fair enough, fair enough. And out of all the Portals, which has the best ending song?
Portal 1. I think Still Alive beats out Want You Gone any day of the week. However, I do actually like the Cara Mia Addio, which is the turret choir thing
Yeah.
at the end of Portal 2. That was good. I just preferred Still Alive over Want You Gone.
Could you explain why you love it so much, that one?
Well, I think I don't know, I just prefer it. And it's not really something that's justifiable, it's just, I prefer it.
Fair enough. And if you could have a Portal core as a friend, would you?
No. they would get very, very annoying very quickly.
And what would you call it?
I don't
if
know.
you could.
I don't know. I genuinely have no clue.
Okay, do you know Cave Johnson?
Yes.
Do you know how he's the CEO?
Uh-huh.
If you could be the CEO, and do you know how they put Carol into the to make Gladys?
Yes.
Would you want to be put in that like that?
Not particularly, no.
It'd be mentally insane, but still.
Because in essence, she's just tied to a ceiling all the time. I mean, yes, she's got ways of seeing around the facility, but she can't move. She can't, like, physically move. And I wouldn't like that kind of feeling. It feels very constricting.
And on Portal 2, where they mention the combustible lemon,
Yes.
would you want to make a combustible lemon?
I don't see the point. I don't know whether it would even be viable, because, I mean, I don't think lemons are very good explosives. Just a thought. I just don't think they are very viable explosives.
Okay, and out of all of the, like, do you know the gels that are used?
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you say is your favourite? I know they all of them do different things, but which one would you say?
Well, I can't really answer that one, because, again, they all do different things, so I can't really compare them.
Fine, which one do you have more fun with?
Probably the propulsion gel, the orange one.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Alright, anyway, we are going to take a short 5-minute break now, and we will resume again in about 5 minutes with more tech and gaming comments. We will see you soon.
By the way, Connor.
Yeah.
You said you were going to show us like your screen, so I would know that.
Alright, yeah. Wait a minute, fine, I'll set that up now. Right, share screens. I'll just show you my secondary monitor to see what's going on.
Fair enough.
Right, okay, so we will be back in about 5 minutes' time. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of the TMM podcast.
Yeah, hello.
I heard you were listening to, I think it was still alive during the break there.
How could you hear that?
I just could.
The mic was off.
Was it?
The mic was off. How does that work?
I have no idea.
Fuck logic.
I could just hear a slight sort of still alive in the background. I was like, where the hell's that coming from? Oh, David must be listening to it. I was like, hey? I told him to mute his mic. I was like, no, mute your mic. I'm like, ugh. I don't know how that even happened.
Makes no sense.
That's weird as shit.
Okay, I'm gonna test something. See if this works. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you can hear me if I mute my mic.
Alright. I think I can't hear you unless you are not actually talking, which is a bit of a concern.
I am talking.
Okay.
How does that work?
That happened with Lewis a while back. That when he muted his mic, I could hear some of his like PC audio. I don't know why it does it, but it just does. I don't know. Right. Anyway, yes, this is also a little bit of rambling after the break. Right. Anyway, so Windows 8.1 that has been announced to be released October the 18th. What baffles me though is that they're only releasing like an earlier edition for developers, which I don't know. I don't have the exact date for that, but MSDN partners and I can't remember what the other one is. They aren't actually getting the they aren't getting an early version of Windows 8.1. They have to wait until October the 18th as well. So really, when it comes to Windows 8.1, there is no point in having an MSDN partnership because, frankly, you're going to get it at the same time as consumers anyway. So there's basically no point.
Very much.
Which begs the question, will you actually be upgrading to Windows 8.1 should you have the opportunity?
I like the one I've got currently, if I had to be honest.
Windows 7.
Yeah.
That's definitely more preferable.
I was gonna say I might go to it, but it all depends.
Yeah.
I feel like it all depends on my view of it later on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Windows 8.1 looks good, but from my experiences in the past on this specific computer, Windows 8 is just buggy as all fuck.
That was my other reason.
Nah, it's really damn buggy, and I do not enjoy that in an operating system. That's why I switched back to Windows 7. Because I feel more comfortable with it. I can update it and everything. It's brilliant. This is tiring as hell, man.
What do you think they make the Portal companion cubes out of?
Dead bodies.
Do they?
That's a theory, actually. There is there is an episode of Game Theory on it, because
oh yeah, I've seen those.
yeah, that is creepy as hell.
I'm just like, wait, what? How is that even possible?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can just crush it up into the. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you could crush it up. I don't know.
I don't even know. It's scary as hell. Nah, I hope that's not true. I sincerely hope it's not true.
What about the other two?
What do I mean the other two?
Like the sphere and the...
I don't know. It looks sort of
Like
like either like a quite a strong plastic or a metal. It doesn't look too much like metal, but it does look like sort of. Actually, it could be sort of like a metal with like a glossy paint on it. I guess.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Do you know the robots? Well, I'm not going to say the robots. The turns. There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, know their voice.
Yes.
If you could change it, would you?
Probably. It's annoying as hell.
Where are you?
It's creepy as hell, though. It's just like, there you are. And I'm just like, what? Where are you? I don't see you. She's like, stay away.
Conrad's stalking you.
And then shoot you and it scares the shit out of you. God damn it.
Oh god.
Uh,
What's your opinion on the Space Corps?
Space Coin is annoying as all fuck as well.
Oh, sorry. Alright, that's my end of my questions. All I'm doing.
We're actually running out of things to talk about here. Might be a bit of a shorter podcast than I was hoping for.
I'll tell you about the EA.
EA, yes, the EA conference at Gamescom. I was going to cover Gamescom in general, but I actually haven't had time to brush up on the things that happened there. I didn't see the Microsoft conference, I didn't see the Sony conference. I saw the EA one, though, and that looks interesting. And you cannot begin to believe how happy I was to see that The Sims 4 will not have the same bullshit, always online DRM that SimCity 5 has.
Really?
Oh, I'm unbelievably glad about that. Because I mean, I haven't actually seen any of the issues with the SimCity 5 always online DRM in action, but Lewis has it, and I've seen him playing on it. It looks to be a really good game, but I think the DRM is definitely something that could affect the quality of it due to the fact that you can't actually play it offline. So you always have to have an internet connection, even if you're playing a single-player world.
And do you want to talk on the next topic, or?
If you've got anything else regarding this, actually.
Well, you were saying that you were going to talk about your channel redesign.
Oh yeah. I've already talked about that. I was just basically. Yeah, that was the bit at the start.
What about the? I can't pronounce it. I think it's SOPA.
SOPA. Oh yes.
While you talk about that, I'll be right back.
Okay, that's always fun. Basically, SOPA was the thing back in the end of 2011, start of 2012. It is the Stop Online Piracy Act, and it is bullshit. I was actually going to do a video on this, but I lost the audio when I changed back to Windows 7. So basically, this time it's focusing. Actually, in fact, I'll get the petition up because that has pretty good details on it. 2 seconds. All right, here we go. In 2012, the online privacy. I thought it was piracy. Okay, was brought forth to Congress to be passed, which would have negatively affected everyone on the internet as a whole. The people fought back, and it never happened. Several times now since then, it has been revised under a different title, with changes and tweaks to the wording to again try to get it passed without the general public knowing about it. Each time it was found out and then repealed. Here we are in 2013 again, dealing with a portion of SOPA. This time, the streaming of copywritten works is at the forefront of this particular law to be. If a particular stream contains any copywritten material of any sort, the uploader and creator of said content can be found guilty and automatically placed in prison for years on felony charges. Yes, you heard right, felony charges. Basically, the things that people like rapists and murderers and other sort of high-level criminals are put into prison under. So basically, if you upload some sort of copyrighted video, sound, pictures to anywhere on the internet, you could possibly be put in prison for it. I mean, why? There is no point in that. This is to try and stop piracy. This is why SOPA was bullshit to start with. The way I think of it is, it's like using 100 atom bombs to kill an ant. It is just completely overreacting to everything. So basically, this is the petition. I will put a link in the Twitch chat if you are watching live, and in the video's description if you are watching on YouTube. There we go. So it needs 100,000 signatures. It's got 3,595 to go. I have already signed it, as you can see there. I was fairly early on in it. I was signature number 33,620. So yeah, I got this quite early. So yeah, it is a big pile of bullshit, and content creators like myself could potentially be thrown in prison if this law is passed. This is why we shouldn't give America control of the internet. Well, they already kind of took control of most of the internet due to the fact that they are a pretty big country, and they're trying to pass laws which affect the whole world, which I don't think is fair. Frankly, we don't try and pass laws here that will affect other countries, so neither should they.
Yeah.
Yes. You're back just in time.
I was just like, I'm just gonna go jump in any second.
Yeah. How long have you been back?
2 minutes.
Okay. Alright, that's all I've really got on sober. I don't have all of my points that I had back when I was going to do a video on it, so I don't have much to talk about with regards to it.
I actually have nothing else to talk about that I can think.
Also,
God,
in YouTube news, if you hadn't already heard, YouTube's actually dropping the video responses feature. Because supposedly nobody was actually, well, very few people were using it. It's being dropped next month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're dropping this because supposedly nobody used it, and I'm not really surprised why nobody used it, because it was crap. Frankly, if I'm going to do a video response to a video, I want to actually keep that separate from my channel, because usually it's a case of upload a video to your channel and link it to another video. I don't want that. I want it to be separate from any other video I have on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to say, because, I mean, if I was going to make a video response, it would probably be something completely unrelated to the stuff on my channel, thus reducing the quality of the content that I produce. So, I was never a fan of video responses. If they made it a little bit better, then I would have most likely used it. But, no. I'm not, ow! Sorry, I just hurt my toe. I'm not a fan of the video responses in the state that they were in the first place.
Just talk 5 seconds, hit your toe, and you'll be all fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Oh god, I just realised there's there is a sort of a picture of very old YouTube on this website that I'm looking at. This is my source. It's basically it was very old video responses, and somebody actually put 4 video responses to a video, and it was the thumbnails were actually spelling out their website, which is actually quite creative. But I think this was back in the day when you couldn't actually, because nowadays you have to actually approve video responses as opposed to just getting them and they go straight up next to the video. And like, it's not hard to see why they're doing this. So I'll read the first bit of the the article. The YouTube Creator Blog has announced that video responses facility, originally meant to encourage fan engagement and community interaction, will cease to exist from the 12th of September onwards. The YouTube team informed us the reason for the removal of this facility is the philosophy. I can't speak. I'm getting quite a sore throat.
Say it right.
Philosophy of replacing little used features with better ones. Looking at Google stats, YouTube viewers' engagement via video responses has been extremely low. The YouTube team only saw a 0.0004% click-through rate for video responses. This statistic is more plainly explained as only 4 out of every 1 million users who sees a video response clicks on it. That's very low. So a new route to bring more context to a video within comments is being looked into. Finally! They're actually looking into improving the comment system. I like that, because YouTube's tried to implement threaded comments in the past, but it's not a very pleasant thing to use.
I was going to say Twitch is really slow.
I know, it gets a bit stuttery sometimes. Are you looking at this through Skype?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a bit more laggy for you.
I was going to say, do you want me to read it out? But then I was like, wait, I can't read it out. If I read it out, I sound depressed.
No, you do.
I'm not reading it out.
I think I might just do an hour-long podcast for today instead of a 2-hour-long, because 1, I've almost run out of stuff to talk about, and 2, I have an extremely sore throat. I think I might be getting some kind of cold going on. Great. Alright, and finally, for the gaming news of the week, I literally just realised this about an hour and a half before the stream.
God, no.
The Nintendo 2DS. Wow, this
Don't show them it. Don't show
I
them
am
it.
showing them it. I am showing it. It is essentially one big slab. Look at it. Oh my god, that is ugly as hell.
I think you've just killed the dreams now.
Yeah, lost hope in Nintendo officially.
Yes,
Good
pretty
lord.
much.
It's a bold move, to say the least. Basically, the concept of it is it's sort of like a budget, sort of rugged-ish DS That can
Mhm.
also play 3DS games, but you don't have to fork out for a 3DS, which is it's an interesting interesting concept, but badly executed. I'm very sorry, I've got a really bad throat.
I would have talked about the like, do you know that glasses that show the videos I play on my iPod?
Yeah.
I would have talked about that, but I don't really feel there's any point.
Well, yeah, they're pretty old technology.
Yeah,
I mean, you yourself have had them for a couple of years at least, and then
but 2, yeah.
and then they were a couple of years old anyway when you had first got them.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah, that technology's sort of advanced now with things like Oculus Rift and Google Glass.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking into getting glasses. That's why I'm conflicted. I don't know whether to get Oculus Rift or Google Glass for Christmas.
Mhm.
'Cause I think both are projected to come out before the end of the year. Hopefully around the holiday season. So I'm very conflicted as to which one I want to get. So yeah, 2DS is ugly. That's what I think of it.
Connor, I know I shouldn't go there, but I'm gonna go there. I don't really care at this
Uh-oh.
point. What do you think of Microsoft in general?
Microsoft in general are alright. I don't mind them.
You don't mind them now?
I don't mind them. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was supposed to tell you this. I had to change the radio station for the music in the break because there was music and it sounded French.
Yeah, I know, I saw.
How could you hear that?
No, I saw it, but I didn't hear it.
Alright, I don't know how you saw it because I don't think it had like a French title.
Wait there. What?
This happens.
Go for it.
What?
Yeah, I have to yell because they don't hear me.
Yeah. Oh, it's like when my mum's downstairs. She goes, "Connor, what? Connor, what? I heard you the first time. Just tell me what you want to tell me."
Wait there, she didn't hear me again.
Oh
I'll do
God,
it here.
damn it! Oh, good lord. Yeah, I'll just wait for him to get back. So, how have you guys been? Good? Bad? If it's good, yay! If it's bad, aww. I can't I can't really predict responses to those watching on YouTube. If there's anybody in the Twitch, then they can put it in the chat, which is an advantage. But anybody in YouTube, I can't really respond within the video. Comments, yes. Video itself, no. For obvious reasons. I'm gonna have a quick read of the Nintendo 2DS article. It's an odd thing. Very odd. I thought this was a joke to start with. I literally thought it was a joke. But it is so damn ugly.
True that.
Here we go. Nintendo announced the new console, which it hopes will attract those looking for a more affordable entry point into gaming on Wednesday. Wednesday? Is that this Wednesday or next week? I don't know. The device will cost £109.99 in UK and $130 in the US. $40 less than the 3D version in the US. Oh, okay. It says in the US anyway. The console will launch in both markets on the 12th of October, the same day Pokemon X and Pokemon Y are released, and will be available in a choice of red and white, or blue and black. The new version of the console will come with dual screens, obviously, and feature the same gameplay controls and touchscreen as the 3DS. There will also be wireless connectivity for online multiplayer gaming and access to the Japanese company's can't speak.
Speak normal.
The announcement follows a price cut to the Wii U, which was slashed from £350 to $300, should I say, not pounds, for the American market. So yeah, this is an interesting thing. I mean, I know it's supposed to be sort of an entry point console, but they didn't have to make it so fuck ugly.
Just like One Direction. I went there.
Oh, good lord. You're always going to bring something completely unrelated into the podcast, don't you?
What? It's funny.
It's just kind of your thing.
Well, it's my thing, I know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, good lord. I think we're going to... Unless you've got anything else to talk about?
Let me think.
Something good.
It is. I'm thinking something good. Don't worry.
Better than something good.
God, people.
Yeah, good.
Abuse. Abuse.
You can slap her on the button shop, boy.
It's abuse, mate. Abuse.
Is it abuse? It's just you're overly sensitive.
I'm overly sensitive. Oh God.
It's not my fault you think that.
Why don't you talk about your thoughts on Deadpool?
I don't like Deadpool. That's it.
That's it. You don't have anything more to say.
I don't think I need to say anything else. I'm just not a fan of Deadpool, and that's
What
it.
about like Android tablets?
Android tablets, it very much depends on which one it is, because due to the fact that it's not sort of like Apple's iPad where it's just one device, these things are very fragmented. Some of them good, some of them bad. New Nexus 7 looks good. Things like, I don't know, some of the cheapo tablets are pretty shit.
Uh-huh. Do you like cameras?
Cameras.
Yes.
I don't know, I don't really have a dedicated camera per se. I just use my phone should I need to, because I mean the camera on the Galaxy S3 is very good.
By the way, have you ever used Stop Blunty. Shut up, Blunty.
I was thinking that voice sounds rather familiar. I was like, oh, it's Blunty.
Okay, have you ever used this before? I'm gonna send you the link. I can't be asked to say it. I just can't be asked to say
Too
it.
much of a lazy ass to speak, eh?
What? It's
I'm the one with I'm the one with the sore throat here, not you.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, YouTube. It's Monty, I think. Yes, it is.
Monty.
Remember that when he was at PAX Australia? And,
Aye.
and instead I called him Blunty, the guy there called him Monty.
Hi.
Right, I've never actually used one of these.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna ask what was your opinion on it.
I don't know. I'm not going to watch the video now. There's not much in the way of any point, especially because I don't really want to be putting other people's videos off YouTube onto my stream. So yeah, unless you've got anything to talk about, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Because I have a really bad throat. And I get no reply.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. No, anyway, I'm going to have to go get something from the throat. So, yeah, this has been the TMM podcast. I've been the Mining Miner. He has been Blair1266. See you later.